And welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got this wedding guest cut crease makeup look, which I feel like I'm going to wear for a wedding that I'm attending this month. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching.
To prep my face for foundation, I am using this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair BarriAir Cream. I love this because it's really light and my skin absorbs it really quickly, so I can immediately apply foundation after. For my brows, surprise surprise, I am using my Benefit Kabrow in shade number 3, and I'm just using the spoolie on my Benefit brow tool to brush the hair and prep it before filling it in. Now I'm using the angled brush and I'm dipping that in the Kabrow, and I'm starting off with outlining my brows and then gradually filling it in with hair-like strokes. To finish it off, I'm using the Gimee Brow Plus in shade number 3. This is just gonna help fill in any more sparse areas and keep it in place. I am concentrating that on the tail end of my brows. And then to conceal any stray hairs around my brows, I'm just using the Benefit Boing Industrial Concealer in shade number 2 and an angled brush from Sigma. This is just gonna help really define that arc. To prep my lids, I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I'm just using my ring finger to kind of blend that in. And then I'm just using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder to kind of set my eyelids. Now from the Jaclyn Hill palette, I am taking the shade MFEO and I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush. So I'm actually creating a new crease because I do have hooded eyes. So it's important for me to create a new crease which is kind of higher than my natural crease. And this will help create more lid space for me to work with. Now I'm taking the shade Hunts and I'm applying this on my outer corners to deepen it up a little bit. And then I'm just going back to the shade Hunts and just really deepening out my outer corners. Now I'm going back to my blending brush and I'm just blending the 3 shadows together to get rid of any patchiness and create that nice dramatic ombre effect. Now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape to create a cut crease. So I'm just applying the concealer on my lower lids and then I am looking up, and this is gonna create a new crease that will create a bigger lid space for me to work with and blend that concealer about 3/4 of my lid. And then I am taking the shade Sissy and I am applying that on the outer half of my lid, just being really careful not to go beyond the concealer area. Now I'm taking the shade Faint and I am applying that on the inner half of my lid just to create a nice ombre effect. Now I'm taking the shade Firework and I'm applying that on the outer half of my lid to really deepen out and create a nice light, medium to dark ombre look. And then going back to my tapered blending brush, I am packing on some jacks on my outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit more. Now to prep my face, I'm just using the Becca Firstlight primer. This is gonna help give my face a nice radiant look. And then I am using the Touch in Sol Noir Poreblem primer for my nose area because my nose has a little bit of open pores and I really want to fill that and create a nice smooth base for my foundation. For foundation, I'm just using the Juvias Place I Am Magic foundation in the shade Giza and using the Beauty Blender to blend that in. Now I'm spraying my beauty blender with the e.l.f. Dewy Mist. For concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Natural Beige. Now I'm just baking my face using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. For contour, I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and this small contour brush from Sigma. To give my face a nice warm glow, I am using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. This is the original Hoola Bronzer and I find that this is the perfect shade for my NC40 skin. I am just carving out my jawline with the Maybelline Fitme powder because I find that if I use the Too Faced Born This Way powder for my entire face, I am gonna look too light for my skin tone. Now to finish up my eyes, and I am applying the shade Hunts on my lower tear duct area just to smoke out the look. To finish it off, I am taking this Sigma pencil brush and I'm using the shade Enlight to brighten up the eye makeup. To set my face, I'm using the Morphe setting spray, and once that dries up, to lock in my makeup, I am using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. For highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Amreezy highlighter, and this just creates a nice but natural beaming highlight. Now I'm just curling my lashes and I'm using the Heroine Make Volume and Curl Mascara to keep my lashes curled all throughout the night. Now I'm using my Loreal Voluminous Lash Paradise to kind of thicken out my lashes, that way I don't have to apply falsies after this. For lips, I'm just using my Kylie Cosmetics Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Khlo Dollar. This is totally optional, but since I love a nice, juicy, hydrated, glowy lip, I am using the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk Gloss Balm. So here is the finished makeup look. If you decide to recreate this, don't forget to tag me, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!